I think it would be an excellent idea. Actually, Mr. Zotov today said so. Mr. Zubko also said he's interested in developing architecture not only in Kiev but of course all over the country. And you need good training opportunities for young architects, but also maybe elderly architects. So what Mr. Zotov said, what he's thinking about is a very practical school where people come together for courses and then go back into their work. I think it would be an excellent idea. Problem, as always, is the money. And we will see if Switzerland can find some money. We were already looking into that, but unfortunately for the time being there's no finance. But the idea is excellent.
And so many people who are interested in what is going on, and we try to find ourselves to understand everything, which was not always so easy.
But don't you think that the location here is a good place to start something like this? It has a lot of possibilities in it that are not yet fixed. So I think it's a good environment to start thinking.
This is clear. It's a fantastic environment. And you always move here around, you always meet other people, you see other ideas, and this is very alive atmosphere for such ideas and such presentations.
I think this is an important thing that could be taken for the future, that you have a meeting point of different kinds of views, different people, different topics. It's not only architecture and it's not only urbanism, and maybe you have to rethink what these terms mean and who do you want to have in the dialogue.
I mean, what I see in Switzerland, but also like in Germany and Italy, that these territories normally are transformed in very bourgeois living, you know, like apartments are done, and also like about this idea in living like in industries is a very bourgeois idea. And what I like of how it is right now, it's that it doesn't have like a specific function, you know, like you go here and you organize this beautiful event, and you have like a territory in the city which has like not a specific function, you know. And I think it's very important, like for things to grow or for important things to happen, that we have everywhere in the city like territories which has not a specific function and not owned by specific people. So there's also like here like the resistance can be like here other ideas can be discussed, and I think it's very important for a society.
Organization allows for control, redistribution, institutions, and in the end allows civilization and stability. That means that the urban or cities in general are the core of our civilization. There is nothing we can do in terms of leading complex, rich, socially differentiated, with work divided kind of lives without cities. There is no village idyll we can go back to, because also villages are actually tied into urban value chains and are part of the urban system, and today part of our planetary globe. So there's no way that we can feed 6 or 7 billion people without an urban culture. Now what happened basically from Mesopotamia today, if you think really abstractly, is not so much, because all of these elements, when you look at cities and think about cities precisely, you will still feel and you will still see. What happened simply is that after urbanization came, of course, of which the Romans by the name were the masters, there came industrialization, so the abstraction of this, of transaction. There came globalization, digitalization, and virtualization. What that basically means is that all of these three elements of urbanity increased in speed and increased in their distance.